hot babies, it's time to do some Solium Infernum all day. Now, I have a little bit of an intro for this game because it's 2024 as of right now, and this game originally came out in 2009 and has a super interesting history to it. Because I originally heard of Solium Infernum as being kind of like Civilization in hell, right? You are, you have your sort of hex-based grid, you're making turn-based decisions, try to overcome the other, factions, whatever. However, it was designed with multiplayer as the core focus. Now, right away, record scratch, have you ever played a turn-based game multiplayer? The way it works is I take my turn, I end it, and then I come back to my computer 4 hours later when it's my turn. Still remember playing hot seat mode in Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3. And so, with this game, how could it possibly be a grand strategy, turn-based game, and actually not feel awful and terrible? So, the original 2009 version had this brilliant notion of asynchronous turns. So the idea is, I could log in, play my turn, and then the very next day, everyone's turn resolves at the same time, and then I can take another turn. Now, I occasionally play chess with my brother, where we have like a 24-hour clock going back and forth. It's a clever way to kind of let someone who has not that much time still have a deep, rich gameplay experience, as opposed to what every mobile game seems to be trying to do nowadays, where they're like, an entire match lasts 11 seconds. That's to make sure you can play it at any time. So, the sort of notion in Solium Infernum that you could play asynchronously, maybe you say, hey, a turn is 1 day, so you have to log in for a few minutes every day, or maybe it's a turn every week. Or maybe we just hop on a Saturday and we just do a 4-hour session where we're all taking turns at the same time, blasting through. Hey, we still have a lot of turns left in this match. Let's go back to doing 1 turn a day. That sort of like flexibility, it's fascinating to me. That's like so cool. And so the original Solium Infernum in 2009 got this ultra diehard audience that occasionally, in the past decade and a half or so, I would hear murmurings of people coming in chat asking if I'd heard of Solium Infernum and that I should check it out and so on. And then recently, League of Geeks did this, I don't know if it's officially a remaster or a remake or a re-envisioning or whatever, tag-on word. It's a remake of the 2009 version, but with modern graphics. It's hooked up into Steam notifications and everything connect to it. And so they asked if I would be interested in not just doing a sponsored stream for today, but doing a multiplayer match with the devs. And that's bold. That is bold to be like, no, actually don't play our carefully crafted single-player content that coddles you. No, we want you to hop straight into multiplayer and play with our devs. And so we came to an agreement of what we're doing today, which is I'm going to play the tutorial for like 90 minutes, 2 hours, something like that. Then we're going to hop into a multiplayer match right around 3 p.m. Pacific. And so if there's some light backseating that you want to offer, oh yeah, please. Because the whole point of this game, there was like a journalist that wrote, it's like the beauty of a brutal decision is what this game is about. Revelation tutorial. The Dark Majesty has vanished and the throne lies empty. Revelation will teach you the core concepts of Solium Infernum. Take for stumbling towards eternal rule over the wicked and the damned, the claim of the throne. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell, everyone. I'm Day9TV. Welcome to hell. All right, here we go. Sure did get hot in here.
Nonsense.
All right, Belial. My lord Astaroth. I'm actually going to briefly check if there's a way to increase the size of this text, because this is so small, man. My lord Astaroth, you have awakened, and you're already brimming with that hallmark rage-filled vigor with an O-U-R, British developers. The Conclave is eager to see what fresh levels of depravity you will visit upon us in your campaign for the throne.
Pussies no one hoarth.
It's been some time since you left the comfort of your pain chambers. I call that my live stream on Twitch. Take a moment to remind yourself of the view. Hell stretches away to eternity, but game board with no edges, wrapping infinitely back upon itself. Okay. All right. So WASD moves, right mouse button to drag and pan. I mean, I'll probably be a WASD gamer. I like the WASD-ness. Oh. Despite our intentions to sculpt this land, hell continues to be a disorienting bound of endless horizons. Strongholds and places of power as landmarks to help you navigate. Great. So, the, jeez, I actually gotta go turn on the air conditioning. There's always that moment in California where you go from having your heating on in the winter to your air conditioning on. I think we're like right in the middle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, brief tangent. I think that one of the, actually, it's just the #1 place for innovative systems design in all of gaming is in board games. Particularly a lot of the new and fresh and rich games coming out of Kickstarters or the Euro games scene. And there's also a lot of things that you can do in a digital game that is just a pain in the ass to do in a physical game. I think Hearthstone is a really good example of this, where with Hearthstone, just tracking all the numbers of every single unit's health is actually a nightmare, but hey, if the digital system's tracking everything, fantastic. And I know that Solium Infernum is kind of like, I almost want to call it like a living board game, like a digital board game feel to it. Like the fact that the board wraps is like not as clean and clear and sexy and effective on a physical board. I don't know, unless you have a table at home that's like a Taurus. So nice. So select your stronghold using the left button. Yeah, because here's me, and I go to the left, and here's me again. Oh, that's wild. All right, so we are actually on a torus or a sphere, depending upon how they implemented it. All right, so I'm going to select my stronghold. Find and select Pandemonium. You scroll to zoom out for a wider audience. All right, this is my stronghold. We have some very board game-esque things. All right. And again, some light back seating is going to be not just welcome as I'm learning, but especially when we're in the multiplayer. Okay. Here's the Blood of Astaroth, but it tells me I'm looking for Pandemonium. Oh, Hell's capital city. I know where that is. It's... Well, there's me. Here it is. Pandemonium. No sooner had the Dark Majesty vanished, the Conclave reinstated the right of Prima Inferna. First Archfiend to walk troops into neutral territory claims it for their own. Once a canton of territory is claimed, no one else may enter without the proper diplomatic permission from the Conclave. Okay, so in a lot of these turn-based games, territory is a very loose, just like vaguely, this is the green player's territory. But here, if I claim a territory, no one can actually enter without certain things occurring. Got it. Your legions will mark any unknown canton of territory. They march across and claim it. It is time to paint hell red! The canton markers, that is, any bloodshed is optional but welcome. Alright. Blood of Astaroth. So it says march, but I assume that I just click. No, I actually have to do these orders directly. Alright, march here. So, my understanding is that if I were to walk from here to here, I only claim a territory by actually stepping into it. Remember that you cannot enter a canton owned by another Archfiend without a hostile or servile diplomatic status, during a vendetta, for example, or after submitting to vassalage. So, I don't know about you, but when it comes to some of this stuff, in like a board game setting, like if I'm having a board game night and someone is hitting me with too many capitalized nouns, I just zone out until it's relevant. Alright. After all that excitement, I see that you have only used one of your 2 orders. Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. Okay. For lack of another legion to command, perhaps you should direct your minions to source more tribute. Okay. Seek tribute action. Its choice of tribute currency. When the new turn begins, economics makes for boring conversation. But what good is declaring war if you cannot pay for it? Alright, sure. So I see here that it looks like I have 2 orders that I can do right now, and there is a third that can be unlocked. All right. Use the Seek Tribute command. All right, can I click down here to do this? Or is there another location? Ah. Oh. 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 All right, hold on, let me briefly open this thing and close it because I have a notification that I have to turn off. Great. Seek Tribute. So I'm just going to click this.
Phosasma's on range.
This looks like my little streamer co-caster in the corner here. All right, your powers as an Archfiend will determine the value of the tribute tokens you receive. Oh. Seek Tribute orders provide a steady but unexciting income. Yeah. I've no doubt you will find myriad ways to harvest, demand, or steal that tribute that you will need. Is this purely a turn-based? Yes, Tangerine. It's purely turn-based, but it's asynchronous turns. And I'm sure I'll figure out what that means in a moment. End turn resolution. It's a game of many patient turns. When you press the end turn button, you will see all actions resolved in a sequence, starting with the first order programmed by this turn's regent. I think, yeah, okay. Okay, so... And I can click on this to get... Right. Okay, so... Oh my god, dude, I wish more Euro board games had this where I could just click and it just goes to the page. Yeah, so if any of you have played poker, there's a dealer who has what is called the button, which means that they act last, and the person to the left of the dealer acts first on each turn. And then when the hand is done, the button goes to the left. And then that just keeps rotating around the table. This is what I understand it as well. NYG97 says, the players play their turns at the same time. Shouldn't that just be called synchronous turns? That's actually such a good point. I can't believe it's been called asynchronous as long as I've ever been alive. Alright, so I end the turn. Let's see what happens. Turn 1. Great Wheel of Pain. Alright, here's me. I mean, asynchronous does mean that we can take our turns in any order that is desired, which is where I think the notion of asynchronous this comes from, because it's about my time, not about how time works in the game. What is that thing? Okay. What is on this screen? Okay, so my loose understanding of the game, some of this is like from outside of this stream historically in the past, some of it is here. My understanding is that we're trying to elect a new leader of hell, which of course should be me. And this is, yeah. Prestige is one of the main ways to win. Have the most prestige at the end of the game to win by election. Because, like, we are a bunch of demonic entities. And, of course, there's Parliament, you know? The Senate must choose me. So this is a way to win. Okay. Rank. Okay, so this is just a rank conclave favorite. I think just means that I'm currently winning, and Regent is the person who moves first. So this is kind of like the equivalent of the dealer button. All Rain says, I love democracy. There's a lot of pro-democracy games coming out right now. Shout out to Helldivers, too. All right. All right, so that's just information. Something the matter, Lord Astaroth? No, your orders were not delayed. Your troops did not march first because you were not the regent this turn. Yep, during turn resolution, the regent resolves their first order followed by others. Yeah. So it follows that a working knowledge of the regency, who will act first, is vital when planning your campaign strategy. In the meantime, your means have returned from their fiscal endeavors. Yeah, but this is the same thing I was looking at earlier. Start of turn, you are notified of all public deeds, maleficent and miscreant, from your own orders and those of your fellow archfiends. You will receive messages for public actions or actions that you were directly involved in. The deceptions and secret plots of your rivals will remain their little secret. Oh, okay. Wait, I want to read this again. Okay. At the start of each turn, you're notified of all public deeds, maleficent miscreant, from your own orders and those of your fellow archfiends. I only received the public actions, or actions I was involved with. Okay. So I'm putting the pieces together. So we're all going to decide what's going to happen on our turns. And maybe something I decide to do is, like, secretly ask for money from one of these other archfiends. So then, when it's the next turn, they will receive that message. I will receive the message that I asked them for that. But the other archfiends have no idea what's going on. Okay. If any of you ever played, how embarrassing. The year's 2024. I almost asked, have any of you ever played Werewolf? I don't need to say that anymore. Have any of you played Among Us? A game that encourages you to lie and makes you suspicious of who's lying at all points in time. I like when a game has that built into it. Because I've played plenty of games where it's like, you can lie and be deceptive. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm a good person. All right. So I want to see if I can do this. And go to video, user interface. Can I do this? Okay. I wanted to do it. Hey, Flame Cyborg, happy 140 months. Hell yeah. Open the tribute message, then select the 2 tribute tokens you want to keep. Okay, so tribute is what I have earned. Choice of tribute from your minions has arrived and awaits your selection. I don't know what any of these things are, so this looks cool, and this looks dark. You know, I always complain and rant about issues in tutorials. Thus far, I've been pretty pleased, because this is a good mix of hand-holdy and just letting me do stuff. Like the fact that it was like, all right, pick your tribute. And it didn't have like, Commander, I strongly suggest you select the first 2 as the tribute that you want. All right, the most basic win condition is to Trial of the Throne, which is with the most prestige. So, okay, there are many ways to gain prestige. The most reliable is to use your legions to capture and hold places of power, which reward prestige each turn you control them. Tree of Woe. First, I thought it said Tree of Wide. I thought that was W-I-D-E. Okay. Oh, you don't like the finger tree? Well, in that case, I'm going to go get it. Lord Belial's about to tell you that the nearby Tree of Woe is ripe for capture. Of course, Belial is also a pathological liar who enjoys manipulating victories from afar. Best not to think about that right now. Okay. Hey, look, Tree of Woe. Ah, there's that look of bloodlust we do so enjoy. Let us talk quickly of conquests and strategies so that we can watch the Dragon Knight go about his work. Let us look more closely at your personal legion, the Blood of Astaroth. Sure, great. So now it's actually going to show me what the individual entities are. This game, well, I guess if it was originally in 2009 that this dropped, and it's been 15 years, there's been plenty of time to really steep the lore in everything, because look at this. Combat occurs in 3 phases, as contractually mandated by the Conclave. Alright. Your Blood of Astaroth unsurprisingly excel at the 2nd phase. Melee. Oh, is this phase 1, 2, and 3? Alright. Now let's consider the Tree of Woe. Alright, so, excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to move my cat. The tree is highly vulnerable in the melee phase. Oh, I see. Look at this. The tree is highly vulnerable in the melee phase. Its garrison are more akin to gardeners than seasoned soldiers. I eagerly await your legion hacking their limbs into fleshly firewood. So here is the amount of prestige I gain per day, I presume. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure this out. Yeah, 3 phases. Ranged, melee, and infernal. From afar, from up close, from inside. In each phase, the legion with the higher value wins and does damage equal to the difference. Oh my god! A combat system where I don't have to keep track of that much. You love to see it. All right. When a legion is reduced to 0 hit points, they are defeated and banished to the darkest depths of the abyss. They will not be missed. When a place of power is defeated, it comes under the control of the attacking archfiend. Okay. Now, I want to look this up. Legions, Titans, So Legions actually is just its own thing. It's not like there's legions and battalions and troops. There's just legions. Got it. Okay. All right, got it.
Of Zoraya.
Oof, Zoraya. Yeah, it's like an evil sim. Yeah, that is a great description of it. All right, so your Blood of Astaroth will damage the tree, but they will not defeat it in one turn. You do have a reputation to maintain. I happen to know someone who can help assure your decisive victory. Right. I think I understand what it means, but I'm going to look in a second. Legions can be strengthened with attachments. A Praetor feels like a good option for now. A champion of combat to lead your legion to victory. I know the belligerent Boone. Is this perhaps someone related to Bane? Boone is auctioning their services in the bazaar. You should go and make a bid before anyone else does. Oh. Okay, wait. So here is ranged, melee, infernal. So if I click on this, 304, this has 10 health. So I assume that I need to bring this to 0 in order to succeed. So if we got into battle, it would be 3 ranged versus 3 ranged. No damage would be taken. 7 melee and 0 melee means that this would take 7 and have 3 remaining. My Blood of Astaroth has 0 infernal and they have 4, so this would bring my health from 6 to 4. So that would be bad. All right, let's get Boone. You know, again, I rant about this all the time. If you have a tutorial, show me a problem first, and then show me a way to have the solution. So looking at that pair of units, I would lose, or I would not be able to win in that turn. I would deal 7 damage, bringing them to 3. They would deal 4 damage to me, bringing me to 2. That's not a victory. It shows me the problem first before it shows me the solution. All right, so these are legions that it starts with, so I can purchase these legions. I'm going to go to Praetors in a second, but I want to go to artifacts. Oh, interesting. So are artifacts sort of like... Yo! Okay, so artifacts seem like passives that I can purchase. And I see now, here's my prestige. Souls, Ichor, Hellfire, Darkness. Ah, yes, the same sections that they have at my Trader Joe's. All right, let's go to the Praetors. Valak, Bune, and Gusion. Okay, so the way that I am understanding this is, you know, in an RPG, if you get like a sword that has a slot and you can put that gem into the slot, and then your sword gets imbued with some sort of benefit. I've seen some card games do this. What was the name of that game? Monster Train, where you can also slot improvements into the cards. I view these Praetors as improvements to this. So it has these abilities, and it wants me to get this Praetor, and this does +3 melee in the melee combat. Great, and I have 7. 7 plus 3 is 10, so that's enough. Great. Okay. All right, and what are these things? No special effects, just damage. Feral Lunge, Bleeding Wound. No special effects, just damage. All right, I don't really know what those are, but I'm just gonna buy this. Dude, artists really love the art in this game so far. Okay, like, again, this remake is 15 years since the original came out, and you know, there's a lot of time for. The only reason a game stays around for 15 years is that it's rich and deep. And so, you can, I don't know, do you ever get that feeling when you hop into a game? Like, I know a lot of people saw me cast Hidden Cup in Age of Empires 2 this last weekend, and like the very first games of Age 2 that I played, I was like, oh, this game has a lot. Place bid. What? Oh, that's right, it's a bidding system. So wait, maybe a bid is an order, so that way when the turn is done, I have to make sure that I actually bid the right amount. All right, press pay to submit your bid. Oh, I see. I need to click and drag. Or I can right-click. Let me just say auto-select to see what it recommends. Oh, okay. So. Okay. So what I'm understanding is that... Can I combine these together? Oh my god. Okay. First, I'm going to explain what I'm seeing. Second, I'm going to explain the sort of depth comment that I was making before. So, this is my inventory. And what you will clearly see is that this says 1, this says 2, and they're the same shape, and I can't actually place them on top of each other. So I think this is a singular unit that I may place up here. So, for instance, if I wanted to pay for this 3, and I dragged this up, this is 4 total blood symbols, which is more than enough. But, like, if I just had a 2 and a 2, I could only drag up to a total of 4. So, I've seen, I mean, this is kind of like number Tetris in a weird way. Like, you know, if you've ever played a grid-based thing where, like, I have a L-shaped thing and a square-shaped thing, but I don't have a 1x1 shaped thing. So I might have to leave some stuff. Yeah, so there's some math optimization. So what I'm understanding is that these are the 4 resources in the game, right? So I don't know how to go back, but I'll point to them in a minute. So this is the minimum bid, but if I wanted to bid more, I could, like, throw in some Infernal or something like that. Or I guess Hellfire is what it would be called. Jux says it only stacked you to clicking auto-select. I don't see a single place where it stacks. I don't believe it does stack. See, notice it's not stacking. It's replacing them. So, I mean, like, this is, again, the kind of thing that I've only really seen in board games. So, okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to pay. Order created. It is an order. Oh, yes. Digeist's stacking is a turn action. Oh, man. Oh, my. What a hellish nightmare. Huh? Am I fitting in? Am I fitting in? Is Day 9 a lore-wise accurate content creator? So. Okay. So I see now, yeah, see, here's the resources. Souls, Ichor, Hellfire, and Darkness. And I see that this requires 9 souls. This requires 9, what is that, Ichor? Yeah. This requires 9, or 6 souls, 13 Ichor. And I don't know what this 1 is. Is it the prestige that I gain from this? Doesn't matter to me. Closing this. Back.
Nonsense.
Splendid. You will like Bune. He shares my Lord Astaroth's predilection for spiked garments with homicide. Spiked garments and homicide, excuse me. We will discover the outcome of the auction in the next turn's message log. Oh my god. Still have an unused order slot. You could command your legion to capture more territory or flay some minions until they offer up more tribute. I would not presume to guess your desires. You have your own plans, as do we all. God, it's so good. It's so good. See, it's giving me a choice in the tutorial. I'm gonna do a move order here. So I'm gonna go to here, and then I'm gonna go to there. Because if I get Boone or Bune, I want to be able to, I don't know if equipping him as a Praetor. Transfer Praetor. Got it. I don't know if that takes an order and whether I need another turn or what, but, you know, whatever. And Dreaded Gazebo says, I played so much Solium Infernum back in the day, nothing like being hyped when we switched from emailing save files around using Dropbox. Okay, yeah. So this game fully integrates with Steam. So you can start like a bunch of online games. You can create private games with your friend. I'm gonna be playing a private game in like an hour and a half or something like that. And it works synchronously and asynchronously. So the example that I used before is, let's say we set a turn timer to you must submit your turn within 24 hours. So that's a turn once a day. And so I can log in, take my turn, close it. Log in, take my turn, close it. All week. And then on Saturday, we can all gather together for a 4-hour session and play a bunch of turns together. Then the day ends and we go back to doing a turn once a day. And so when you log in, kind of like in your email inbox that has like all your messages there, it'll be like, let's say you have a bunch of games, each of which you take 1 turn a day. You can just hop in and just go like, all right, I'm gonna take all my turn action here, 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 which is brilliant because it's a way to have a low daily time investment, but also have a really rich, deep game living underneath it. And you can like think and dwell about it while you're in the shower instead of wondering why your crush hasn't texted you back. The other thing I wanted to say is there was a game like that I played a lot called Earth 2025 that was really lovely. To just log in, spend my turns, log out, had a bunch of friends. We'd all do spying missions and we'd share all the intel that we got from each other. Oh, it was really great. So, see, here's the turn order, and I assume that this spiky thing is the button. That's the regent. I think. I have no idea. Learning little by little. So we go back to purple. Purple didn't have any moves, so then it's me, so then we should see green do stuff. Because remember, this army move was my second order. Alright, great. Conclave favorite. I'm also my favorite. I'm also the regent. Oh my gosh, I have all the things. Try Love Throne. Alright. Alright. Okay, all legions have at least one attachment slot, into which you can attach a praetor, an artifact of war, or devise a single-use stratagem. Ooh, each of these variously improve the legion with better combat attributes or special abilities. It's a good thing you heed Belial's advice. The Prince of Lies seems like a trustworthy sort. Okay. So now I have to employ the praetor, ready to enact violence on your behalf. To gain the benefit of the praetor, we must attach them to your legion. Okay.
Of Zariah.
Of Zariah. Personal legion can only support one attachment for now. I'm just going to attach that. Got it. Okay, and what does this say? They will grow in power, urged on to greater feats of atrocity, and heap prestige upon your name until you are... Alright, no. More flavor. Bune.
Of Zariah.
When you're ready, attack the Tree of Woe by ordering your legion into its canton. You have prepared for this moment, whether you take it now or in due time. I have no doubt the battle will be glorious. Okay. So, I want to kind of click around the map. This is level. Oh, I didn't have to guess anymore. You just hover. All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, so let's... So this is locate... Oh, dude, this is... Wow, someone has been playing a lot. Yeah. Ooh, that's really good. That's really, really, really good. Okie dokie. Let's just... Yeah, I'm just gonna move. Open the objective panel to keep track of your current objective. Wait, where's the objective panel? Help. Help. Where's the objective panel? Is it legions, praetors, plays of power, artifacts, manuscripts, vault? Okay. Oh, there it is. don't know why these are my objectives. Okay, so I'm a little curious. Because does this mean... Okay, so this could mean a number of things. A lot of times like RPGs do this, where once you're deep into the RPG, it's like your quest is to go slay the Bandit King. But in tutorials, it's like quest, equip a shield, you know? And so I'm wondering if these objectives are here just as a tutorialization thing, or if I can like purchase objectives or trade for objectives or gain objectives as the game goes on. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to work my way into that. Is that right? Oh, okay. Attach Praetor is in order. March Blood of Astaroth is in order. Okay. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. So this guy can't enter my territory right now. Because he's a loser. Disciples of Lilith. Unwavering, cannot be converted. If destroyed, the Legion will reform after a number of turns equals twice its level. Same with this guy. Nice. Alright, so I'm just going to end my turn. Cannot end your turn while your movement order is incomplete. What? So if I go this... I think I did it. So, my first action is I equip the Praetor. Oh, nice. And it's going to be on to green. It's going to... Marchy. The Great Wheel of Pain. That's what you put me through every day. So this is kind of nice that you just have 2 orders. Because, man, the number of German-style board games or Euro board games I've played where nothing happens for an hour because each person's turn takes 20 minutes for them to figure out the 15 things they're going to do. Alright, so that's... Yeah, so this is just... giving a small animation for nothing happens in ranged. We do 10-0 in melee, so they're dead. We don't even get to Infernal. I'm amazing. I have 20 prestige. I'm the greatest of all time. Okay. I may interrupt your merciless pursuit of power for one moment. In my opinion, the Conclave does not show sufficient respect for your triumphs on the battlefield. You must find more ways to gain prestige to satisfy their measure of you. To that end, let us talk of schemes. Oh, let us. Schemes are bold plans carried out to impress your rivals and amuse the Conclave. They are rewarded with prestige. The more ambitious, the greater the reward. I find the best place to plot a scheme is your sanctum. I find the best place to plot a scheme is literally the button designated for scheme plotting. So this is schemes. Alright, so these are just fully disabled. Great. Is that me? Oh, I look so good. Alright, so here are... Okay, so these are my character's stats, because I am an Archfiend. This is the Archfiend's ability to wreak arcane havoc from afar. Destruction. Prophecy. Deceit. Charisma. Ooh, who's the most charming? Dude, there is either... As a hairy man, sometimes you feel a little sensation, and there's always the question, is that my hair, or is that a bug? And 1 out of 20 times, it's a bug. Alright, create a plot scheme order. Alright, plot a new scheme. Cool. Plotting a new scheme ready next turn. Oh. Jess9000 says, LOL, try having hair down to your elbows. Wow, that's a Real insult when you're talking to a guy who's balding, Jess. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just trying to have any hair at all right now, okay? Oh my god, did you hear us say that to try to have hair down to my elbows? I'm trying just to fucking try it as hard as I can. Oh. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. After a turn of contemplation, you'll have your choice of schemes to select from, best suited to your particular talents. You may declare your scheme publicly, or pursue it in private. Conclave does so love the failure of a braggart. We'll talk again next turn, once you have chosen your poison, so to speak. Okay, so I have a little bit more... Oh, listen to this. Hype audio. This is a relatively small map. It's fine. So I'm going to issue... So let me... So drag to reorder. So let me see if I can do this correctly. So if I click the Blood of Astaroth and I start looping around this way, I will control the entire area around the Tree of Woe. And then if I can scoop up this way, I will control all the hexes around the Tree of Woe so then no one can actually take it. And now I want to reorder these things. Nice. Because in my eyes, I want to make sure that I am moving first, because if my enemy goes here and then here, they'll block me, right? Huh. Well, if they block me, will we actually get into a fight, or will I be disallowed from entering into there? I mean, we'll smack them if we do wind up fighting. I don't know how this works. All right, I'm still going to do it this way. So what does this say? Promote? Blood of Astaroth has distinguished itself on the battlefield? Select which aspect of martial warfare they will tirelessly... Oh, what? +1 range, +2 melee, +5 infernal, +4 melee. Why not? Is promotion in order? No, it just happens. It just literally happens. Boon was attached to the Blood of Astaroth. Great, so this just shows that I won. Oh, so these are the messages. This is everything that happened. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting question for me. Because right now, hiding behind my logo, right here you can see that green is the regent. So it'll go green, yellow, purple, me. Which means that I want this move order to be in my first slot. Because if purple has their army on their second order slot, then I'll be able to slip in this way. Oh, that's not the right thing. This is the correct thing. Huh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to end the turn. I'm just going to see what happens. Yeah, so the order is, if we call the Archfiends A, B, C, D, it does A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2, D2. So that's why I was trying to pull that back. All right, so they're doing the same thing. They're surrounding their target thing. Yeah, so I was right. See, they go, then I go. And then we'll see what other things happen. Right. I'm owning. Let me tell you something. You wish you win tutorials like Day 9 wins tutorials, huh? Okay. You may now choose a scheme from your message. Schemes are generated based on current capabilities and allow you to earn prestige and generally antagonize other archfiends. Okay, so credit to the original 2009 design. Again, having 2 orders, having lots of different orders, and then lots of turns. That's sick. Because, like, I know that games are often like 70 or 80 turns long. And I've played board games where there's maybe 15 total turns, but each individual player at the table, their turn takes like 5 to 10 minutes for them to figure out, and then another person, and another person, and another person. Ugh. All right, select scheme. Alright, public schemes are more rewarding. Private schemes are not rewarded as generously nor immediately. Prestige for a private scheme is instead awarded towards the end of the trial of the throne. What? Alright. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna step out of the tutorial. I'm just gonna read this. Archfiend's path to the throne are threefold: by election, by manipulation, or by force. Election refers to the assembly of the conclave, which occurs after a set number of turns. The assembly proceeds. The Archfiend with the most prestige wins. This is you. Then by Lucifer, protect the assembly. Manipulation refers to certain relics, which change the results of the assembly. If you possess one of these relics, you should be less concerned with your own prestige than that of your chosen victim. Okay, so I know about this. So this, like, if I choose someone as my vassal and they accept, I can have a hidden thing that says if your vassal has the most prestige at the end of the game, you win the game instead of them. Okay. Force refers to the brute military means of seizing the throne. If you eliminate every other archfiend, the assembly are left with only one choice of winner. If you usurp the throne by taking and holding the city of Pandemonium, you must survive excommunication and war with everyone. It is possible to collapse the kingdom of hell and end the game with no winner. This is magnificently spiteful, but fairly anticlimactic. Yes! Trial by throne. Alright, after a set minimum number of turns, the assembly of the conclave begins. The assembly lasts between 5 and 13 turns, broken up into phases, after which the archfiend with the most prestige is elected to the throne and wins the game. If you believe in lawful election and do not suspect other archfiends of manipulating you, focus on building your prestige or lawfully eliminating rivals. If you detest lawful elections, you can disrupt the assembly in several ways. Okay. Okay. All right. Continue. Okay. Schemes. Open your messages and select a scheme you will pursue. Declare whether it will remain public or private. Discard these thoughts. I had to spend a whole order just thinking. Prestige rewarded when assembly of the conclave begins. Okay. Question now says, is this primarily a multiplayer game? Yeah, I mean, it's... So, it is designed as a multiplayer game first. There is a tutorial that I'm playing through. There's single-player, modes where you're playing against AI, but there's also, like... I can't remember what they're called. They're like the Chronicles of Bananicles, or what it's called. But there's a bunch of challenge missions that kind of function as teaching you how to win with a certain concept. And then when you go play multiplayer, you now have experience in that regard. Chronicles of Bananicles is what everyone remembers now. What's Win a Vendetta? I'm going to do Glancing Blow, and I'm going to declare it publicly. An excellent choice, no doubt. Schemes take time. After a few turns, 1,000 other lies and secret designs to keep track of, you might forget the details. Should you require help, consult the objectives panel. Ah, okay, it is. It is. So, I want to click on the Tree of Woe. This unit generates prestige every turn. It's under your control. Okay. What's the Abyss Strider doing? Melee is resolved first before the ranged phase. What? Okay. Plans are in motion. New scheme active. Great. Tribute offering. Your minions have brought you a meager offering of their own volition. No doubt will appease your wrath. Your next offering will occur in 4 turns. Okay. So that's these resources. Okay, and my objectives. Engage in 1 battle. Okay. At the profane heart of Solium Infernum is the ebb and flow of diplomacy between archfiends. Insults, demands, declarations, and proposals are all used to wear down your opponents, manufacture conflict, put yourself into a position of dominance. Alright? Nice. Is this the next thing it's going to show me? Alright. Alright. Belial is not to be trusted. His every word is poison. Oddly, this makes him the perfect guide to diplomacy. Later, you can pore over the writings in the encyclopedia for a much more reliable guide to diplomacy, lore, and the intricacies of ruling hell. So... Ooh, queso? I heard queso, because when you're on a diet, all you think about is food. Doesn't take it long for your opponents to encroach upon your rightful domain. Murmur litters hell's plains with the tormented dead. Lilith hoards the unholy fountain, as if it were merely a shiny trinket. God, Lilith sucks! I hate Lilith! Far be it from me to advise the Dragon Knight on military matters. You are more than capable of purchasing additional legions and artifacts from the bazaar yourself. When it comes to the delicate art of picking a fight, however, I may be of service. Okay. Diplomatic actions such as demands and insults are preferred tools for bullying an opponent and forcing their hand. When you make a demand, your opponent must either accept, and you pay a tidy sum of tribute, or refuse and allow you to claim vendetta. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I can just say, give me money. And they'll go like, fine. Or they won't. And I'll be like, you're so mean. This game leans a little too hard into the extreme narcissistic behavior that, really, that social media thrives on. Unskitens has either got to return to this stream with a VOD or just buy this game straight. No. Unskitten, I'm going to be playing multiplayer in like less than an hour. So please stay backseat with me. All right, diplomacy. I see, so it's rotating in clockwise order. Here's the regent. Okay. Conduct diplomacy against an archfiend. For this tutorial, it is recommended that you target Lilith with your demand. All right. Conduct diplomacy. I'm going to do a diplomacy. All right, just remember all forms of demands and insults result in a vendetta if the target refuses to oblige. Okay. All right, so I can demand or I can extort, but extort is locked. All right, demand resources from your opponent, lest they face your wrath. For every clenched fist, there is an open mouth that speaks. Oh my god. All right, demand. Oh, that's it. Nice. Nice. Okay, because, like, sometimes when there are the more complex things, like trade, or basically interaction with another player, sometimes they just give me way too many verbs. Oh, Unskitten, you literally need to go to bed. That's why you're leaving? Okay, then go to bed. Get out of here. Why don't you rest, you fucking organism, huh? Why don't you go... Oh, let me guess, you're gonna drink water and eat food later, huh? Ugh, pathetic. You're not a true fan. Sorry, I'm teasing. Also, Forest Archer says, just wanted to take the time to thank you again for everything you do in the community you've cultivated here. I've been unemployed since July. Just last Friday, got my first job offer. It's been a horribly depressing experience. God, I can imagine. You, this channel, and your community have been helping maintain my constantly diminishing emotional fortitude. Keeping up my DK30 has helped immensely. Man, Forest Archer, I'm so thrilled to hear it. Can you share a little bit about what the job is? I'd love to celebrate with you a little bit while I just yell at this. Confirmed. What the hell? Yeah, all right, I did it. All right, so here's a demand. So can I, like, demand twice? No. I'm actually going to go back. Demand pending. All right, so diplomacy's bitter seeds take time to bear sour fruit. Your demand will be tabled with the conclave and delivered next turn. You'll receive a reply the turn after that. Okay. Feel free to mass forces on their borders and look menacing while you wait. We will talk of powers and rituals next turn as we wait for their reply. Okay. Alright, well in that case, this guy's gonna get move order to go doink doink. Garnet Lewis, since we're thanking you, I used your series with Purge to learn Dota a few years back. That game rules. Wouldn't have been able to tackle it without you. Thanks. Garnet Lotus, I'm delighted to hear it. I'm a thrilled gamer as a result. Dota still is probably my favorite off-stream game to play. Okay. What's the big creature? Can I befriend the big creature? I don't quite understand what the big creature is yet. I'm waiting for the tutorial to kind of walk me through. Why do I only have 16 prestige? Didn't I generate some? Ah, crashing metal and gushing blood, or the music of conquest, yes, but listen closely, and you'll also hear whispered invocations and the singing of Hell's choir. Rituals can disrupt your opponent's plans, steal their possessions, and even, you will like this part, make your legions deadlier. Now, more sorceress rivals like Lilith and Murmur may speak with contempt of your rituals. Show me the arcane power of the Dragon Knight. You'll have my word that the Conclave will hear. Alright. So I'm going to look at my messages later and continue to follow along with the buttons it wants me to press. Oh, dude. Alright. Drag the Elocution card onto your available ritual slot and pay the tribute cost to perform the ritual. Okay. Good morning, sweetheart. Enfeeble. Oh, okay, sit down, relax. Okay. Okay, so Elocution reads, an ensorcelled conclave temporarily grants you 1 additional vote. In addition, whenever one opponent targets another with a demand, insult, or declaration, I gain 3 to 5 prestige? What? Oh my god. These seem super cheap. Saps the target's will, temporarily reducing one of their attributes by 2 to 4. Target an enemy, legion, or place of power. Okay, so this is like, I can reduce their melee or their ranged or something like that. Witness the martyr, sacrifice friendly legion on Hell's burning altar so that the target can receive that much of their combat attributes for the duration of the ritual. Nice. Pay tribute. Alright, auto pay. Ritual performed. Alright, so let's exit out of here. Aha, fine attempt. But perhaps we can find you a ritual that is less subtle and more destructive. Let us cancel that order and focus on improving your powers, preferably before you find yourself in a vendetta with a sorcerer as formidable as Lilith. Cancel an order. I did it. I canceled an order. I hit the right-click button. Easiest click in my life. Powers. Each Archfiend is variously blessed with 5 powers, upgradable attributes that bestow unique capabilities. Wrath, military, deceit, pilfering and shrouding, I don't know what that is. Prophecy, knowledge and defensive words. Destruction, to bring about sorceress ruin. Charisma, for political manipulations. So I would be like 0, 0, 0, 0, and 5 is probably where I would live there. Raising your powers also unlocks powerful rituals, passive abilities, most importantly, additional order slots. Whoa, really? Okay. Both tribute quality and order slots are improved by raising any of your 5 powers. These 2 attributes are vital for staying relevant in the race for the throne. Okay. Overwhelming, is it not? The paths an Archfiend may walk are many and terrifying. How fortunate that I'm here to guide you. And that I'm here to repeat after what Belial says to you! Each of the 5 powers has its own benefits, but good curse never goes out of style. Recommend to improve your destruction and prepare the infernal affliction ritual. Okay. Sanctum. Ah, rank. Oh, I can spend prestige to rank up? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a multiplayer game with skill trees. Oh, come on. You know, this is actually the kind of thing that genuinely I think board games, this feels so board gamey the entire game. You'd never be able to track this easily in a board game. All right. Is that right? All right. So, I see. Okay, so these are the things that I have. Infernal Affliction 1, and Corrupt Tribute 1. All right. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, so Improving Destructive Everything's in action. Dude, Lecta Lightsome. Happy 111 months in a row. Scutagium says, is there an anti-board game lobby, and how much are they currently paying you for this stream? How dare you? I am an absolute neutral party with respect to big board game. You know, Scutagium, what I was talking about at the start of this stream is that I feel like the best innovation in system design is happening in board games by like a wide margin. I mean, there are very few system-driven digital games that I play that are like digital first that feel truly amazingly innovative. And there do exist some, particularly indie games like Slay the Spire, I thought was brilliant when it dropped. Into the Breach, I also thought was brilliant when it dropped, in terms of the raw systems. A lot of digital games feel like they lean on known systems, and then they try to elevate the content. They try to have really cool, flashy bosses. They try to have really amazing VFX, and lots of entities on the screen, and so on and so forth. But I feel like simultaneously, board games are where all the good system innovation's happening. Digital games is obviously where you have the power of awesome graphics and stuff like this. And Solium Infernum, and there's some other games that fall into this category like Hearthstone, Slay the Spire, Into the Breach. These games feel very board gamey. They have that quality of being very system-y, but then also it leverages the digital medium to be able to do stuff that is obnoxious to track in a physical medium. So, all right. So I'm going to go back. Your chosen power will increase next turn, just in time to receive a reply to your recent diplomatic effort. Okay, so I sent... Alright, you're just saying stuff to me. Demand delivered. Great. Plans are in motion. You've begun a scheme to engage in one battle without taking damage. So if I... Can I... So I can't even interact with this. So I'm gonna try to go here. No, that doesn't work at all. Cancel that order. I see. So purple goes first and then me. So I'm actually going to take my guy and I'm going to go move like this, since I will be moving before they move. And then I will swap the order of these things, because I don't think it matters. And I think I've read all my messages. This is Sanctum, Diplomacy, Bazaar, and the Ritual Chamber. So I haven't been able to upgrade this ritual yet, so I'm just going to end my turn. All right. So the Unholy Fountain should just trivially fall to the disciples of Lilith. By the way, I'm sure some of my dev pals who are we're going to multiplayer town are awaiting. I'm hoping to start it before the top of the hour. So we're at 2:13 in California right now. So it should be by 3 p.m. Wem's definitely was very curious about this game, got good Steam reviews. Well, yeah, no, I mean, this is one of those sort of communities that you hear about, and then you're generally curious if you'll ever actually do, you know, kind of like how a lot of people are like, I don't know, I never really wound up playing Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, I've been hearing about this game forever. And then the fact that they just, like, it's the 27th of February today. I think the 22nd was their first day of dropping on Steam. Trial of the Throne. As expected, they've refused your demands. Such hubris, such disrespect deserves to be punished. Claim your vendetta, Lord Astaroth. March your legions through their land and banish their soldiers into the abyss. Oh! Okay, so I demand money from them. If they say no, then I am allowed to enter their territory with my banging boss babies right down here. Yes. Okay. We are at war. Those benefits Belial, we do not know, but for now, vendettas allow you to enter and capture an archfiend's cantons, fight their legions, and conquer their places of power. Be aware that these freedoms are mutual. Really? Vendettas only begin once the claim has been formally ratified and rubber stamped by the Conclave. That is next turn. Okay, lastly, vendettas do not allow you to attack your opponent's stronghold. You require a more heinous diplomatic state, such as a blood feud or excommunication, before you can eliminate a rival archfiend. We in hell are sadists, not savages. Kuski says, Danon, what happened to Artosis' community? What do you mean, Kuski? Did something happen to it? Were they being so quiet that they were difficult to find? So claim vendetta, you must wager prestige and choose the conditions of your conflict. Really? Okay, so it doesn't just happen. I have to put a condition on it. Oh my god. Oh, the implications. There's something about this collation of systems where each one feels very individually simple to understand. But I'm imagining that as I'm still getting introduced to mechanics and rituals and things like this, I'm seeing less grayed out, locked out UI icons. Okay, so I need to wager my prestige, then I can... Okay, I mean, that's actually healthy, because if there was no wagering of prestige, then I would just make demands, hope they reject, invade. Make demands, hope they reject, invade. Oh. Kuski, yeah. Artosis has brewed and cultivated a community of shitposting, Mario and Luigi /fic, giant ASCII images of his face looking devastated. It's truly an insane place to go, and I'm frequently there after my streams, just laughing at Artosis getting furiously angry and the community continuing to escalate. Very different from this community. We're very pro-conversation. Hey, also, Dwyron, great to see a happy 4 years in a row, man. All right, so let's do this. Demand rejected. Aha. Okay. Oh my god, Lilith has refused to concede to your demand before the Conclave. You've lost the prestige spent to make this demand. Now have grounds to claim a vendetta in response. You know, I didn't actually see that there was a prestige cost to the demand. Set the objective and duration of your vendetta. These details are not shared with your opponent. Prestige wager will be deducted immediately, but you will gain it back plus the prestige reward should you successfully complete the vendetta. Huh. Under the boundless auspices of the Infernal Conclave, this declaration outlines the conditions of Astaroth's vendetta against Lilith. They may enjoy open warfare against each other. This declaration does not allow one to attack one another's stronghold. Okay, let's set the terms. Capture an amount of cantons from Lilith. Take an amount of places of power from Lilith. Destroy an amount of legions controlled by Lilith. So, hold on. So here's where I can go back. Okay, okay. Okay, so how strong are these turkeys? So we would absolutely just demolish them in the melee phase, huh? And this objective is to perform the elocution ritual, improve a power, declare vendetta, okay. Schemes, engage in one battle without taking damage. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this vendetta, and I'm going to set the terms just to take the place of power. Prestige to wager. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay, so here's the unholy fountain. I want to take this. Super low on health. Yeah, so if I just go on this turn, I do 1, 2, 3. I can do this in 3 turns. So I can do this in 3 turns. How much am I going to wager? How much does it let me wager? Up to 10? Absolutely. Absolutely we're going to do it. Alright. A new favorite. Lilith's unseated Astaroth is the favorite. Alright. Okay. A vote is upcoming in the Infernal Conclave and will be voted on publicly in 3 turns. Okay. Tax on might. Once paid in appendages and extremities, the Conclave has since conceded that standard currency is adequate enough for these levies. Mercenaries levy, Archfiends each lose 3 random tribute tokens per legion they have hired, or land tax. Archfiends each lose 3 random tribute tokens per captured place of power. Huh. Alright. Do we just have 1 army? We just have the 1 right now, so... I am Regent. As the Regent, you will act first during your turn. You will have also drawn an event card. Red Rain pours down, reducing the movement of all legions to a single canton. No, I don't want to do that. Clerical Error cancels all active vendettas, demands, and insults. Huh. Your events will be stored in your sanctum. Wait. So if I go to my sanctum, and I go to events. Oh, I get to play it. Oh, so if I, like, clicked this, I could play this probably as some sort of action. Okay. Oh, so it doesn't just happen. Great. So I'm going to take this Infernal Monsoons. So, great. So we're doing that. Power upgraded. Yep, I definitely did that. Battle report. Auction concluded. The Praetor Realm has been purchased from the bazaar by an unknown archfiend. All right. So, under rituals, what was the one that it wanted me to do? Infernal... Okay, so let me actually back out of here. I'm going to go back to my sanctum to look at my powers. So, Infernal Affliction ravages the target with a blast of hellish energy, dealing damage. Spread random tokens and targets vault rot before their eyes. I'm going to get Infernal Affliction. 4-leaf, no, I've never played the original game. I never did. But again, it's one of those things that have just been like floating in the background. Insufficient tribute to perform this. No, I'm low on hellfire. Okay, so I'm gonna. So I don't have enough of these slots. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have this guy move to here first, and then to here to claim some more cantons as I work towards the unholy fountain. And the second thing, actually, let me swap the order of these two. Seek tribute, seek manuscripts. Combine multiple tribute tokens into a single token. So I'm just going to get more tribute. I'm just going to get more tribute. I'm just going to get more tribute for now. Okay. And the reason is, I'm literally just looking to try to, if I go here, I unlocked Infernal Affliction. I just wish to use that. And I need more Hellfire as a resource. The Great Wheel of Pain. Yeah, dude, if I can win this vendetta against Lilith, I'm gonna feel so ready. And Vex says he does anything for money. It's true. It's true. I'm more than happy to just do a slot 1 tribute to just get me that Hellfire. Alright. Okay, so I'm kind of just going to be mono-focused on going for this Place of Power and not worrying that much about it. Places of Power are getting grabbed. Oh, the Vats of Torment give +2 per turn? Alright. So I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to be kind of mono-focused as I'm doing stuff. And I'm probably going to play Astaroth or Belial in the next, or when I'm playing multiplayer. 2 dogs. And soon enough, 3 dog. Ow! Yo, Lilith is owning, and I don't have a lot of prestige. This is actually mapping my trajectory in my streaming career as well. Combat! Now that the Prince of Lies has embroiled you in a vendetta, there are some encyclopedia articles on advanced warfare. Stratagems, secret plans attached to your legions. Nice, 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 nice. Support, how additional legions can influence the outcome of battle. Okay. Destruction rituals, deadly sorceries that often require a vendetta, or ritual masking to prefer. Great. Or perhaps you would prefer to come back with your tail between your legs once you've experienced a few knocks to your ego. Yep, that's exactly right.
Nonsense.
Hey, Lee, great to see you. Power of Wrath gives you access to powerful stratagems, single-use attachments. Yep. All right, so this is something that we did want to do. So we have this Praetor Bune that's given us +3 melee. So we're going to do a stratagem, which is, do I drag like this? Is this how it's done? I see. It's decoy tactic. I'm actually going to do strengthen. Let me actually just take a quick peek here, because here's the unholy fountain: 2, 3, and 3, and over here we have 3, 14, and 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the stratagem. Device stratagem. I'm going to do reduce ranged. How much does this cost? This costs 3 of those. This costs 1 and 2. Okay, cool. All right. Great stratagem. Why not? This is the first UI bug I've encountered. All right. Hey. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of this little war. So here, I'm actually going to have this dude go here. Oh, I see. Decoy is a fake stratagem. So that way my opponent could see that I have a stratagem, but they would not be able to see what the stratagem is. But here I see nothing. Got it. Thanks, Ed the Mad. Jonga Dort says the beta they ran last month was really buggy. They've obviously done a lot of work since. I mean, I can imagine huge numbers of bugs that arise when you're trying to create something that has a ridiculous amount of combinations. So, let's see. I know I'm playing through the tutorial kind of slowly, but I feel like I have a very firm grasp on just what the things are. Oh yeah, I need to select my tribute, so I wanted more Hellfire. So there's the Hellfire that we're selecting. And this is... Let's do that. Okay. Vendetta claim. Your claim has been validated. You have wagered 10 prestige, and you will capture 1 place power within 3 turns. Perfect. Sergeant boasts the game looks like it's about 10 times better playing with real people. The AI is a bit criminally dumb. So, I think literally that's correct in a turn-based strategy game. Because, like... often, doing a successful choice leads to, critically, not a positive action, but a fun action. And I think that, actually, I'm gonna take a big step back. I claim that the most important thing that a game needs to do for a new player in their first 2-3 hours is get them to have fun. Get them to have fun. Have fun. So, like, if you're playing something, like I'll take Pal World that I played recently, like, very quickly. I am capturing pals, I'm shooting bows and arrows, I'm building stuff. Pals are accidentally walking through my campfire and catching fire. It's fun. When I played Overwatch, and I played as Reinhardt and held my shield up and was slamming my hammer and crashing into people, within minutes, I'm having fun. And I think that there's a lot of viscerality that you lose out on in a turn-based game because it's turn-based. It's not happening with that sort of tension and the sort of chunky joy of anything that happens in real time. I also think RTS games, even though they are real-time, obviously, and have some of the viscerality, there can be this barrier to getting to do the fun thing. And when I talk about fun, I'm not talking about correct or strategically positive or beneficial towards winning. I'm talking about the fact that I demanded money from someone, they said no, or I demanded money from someone, I didn't know what they would do, and then they paid it. Sorry, Cat, I didn't mean to scare you. Then they paid it. Oh my God, yeah. Like, those are fun success cases where I feel a little naughty because I was an archfiend demon being bad, right? And I think that when you're first sitting down to play a strategy game, it's not very clear even what the fun is sometimes. It's not very clear in the way that if you play as Reinhardt and you crash someone into a wall and one-shot them, that's comically fun. Ha 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 ha, look at me go. It's so fun. It's really unclear where the fun is. And so I think that by turning down the AI difficulty almost stupidly low for someone who's first playing, it makes it abundantly clear what the fun is. It makes it so clear. Like, I'm gonna go attack this. I'm gonna, like, win a whole bunch of prestige. I wagered the prestige, and now I'm gonna win it back plus a reward. Oh my God, yeah! I'm gonna start making more demands. I'm gonna have positive things happening from a fun perspective. And I don't know if it's right or wrong or good or bad. It's probably gonna take me 20, 30 hours of playing this game to even begin to have a sense of what is a good or bad move. And so I think that there's a lot of benefit for AI for it to be stupidly easy. Because then probably what I'm going to do is be like, dude, I'm the man, and I'm going to play this multiplayer game in 25 minutes and get smacked! Now, of course, that's just a general principle I'm stating. You know, there's buggy AIs or AIs that behave in such a trivial manner that it actually subtracts from the fun. But that's just a general note. All right, so battle report. Oh, wait a minute. So if you get into a battle with someone, it goes ranged, melee, infernal, and then it just stops. And then you go on to the next turn. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, this is the game. I'm going to end the turn because I have my movement. I'm going to move. Yeah, wow, they're still locked in battle. This thing is kind of interesting about language in turn-based games. It can be a turn, and when you get into a round of battle, you can do like 3 rounds of combat within a turn. There's all these different turn-based things that happens. They start just getting conflated. Multiplayer is really fun, though. Yeah. Russ Paul, happy 90 months in a row. A Nuxie and a Moon, happy 27. Good to see you. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. All right, so here's me. Oh my gosh, there can be two. There can be 2 combats. So this dies Infernal Combat. But I mean, the Gilded of Mammon did take some damage. Okay. Turn 9 for day 9. Dude, Lilith. Pathetic. Okay. Move order. Engage in combat here. So because this is 2-3-3, not only should we win, but we should be able to complete this objective. Engage in 1 battle without taking damage. That should give us 20. We'll get 17 for this. Okay. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. Now, what's the second thing that I want to do? Garden of Infernal Delights. So, how much is this? It's 3, and I have enough for it. Great. Select a target? What? That's how this works? Wait. Infernal Affliction ravages the target with a blast of hellish energy, dealing 3 to 5 damage. Oh my god. Well, I hate Lilith. So she's the only person that I can actually shoot. Alright. Okay. Alright, yeah, why not? So I need... Oh, this is any dollars. Is that what this is? Okay, I understand the interface. I did not understand it before. Okay, so this is the Dark Moon because it looks like a Dark Moon. This is Ichor because it looks like Ichor. This is Souls because it looks like Souls. This is Hellfire because it looks like Hellfire. This is a multi-currency. So this is 2 Souls, 1 Hellfire. This is like 1 Hellfire. Yeah, so the number in the corner denotes how much is there. So I'm just going to auto-select and see if I can get something better than this. Probably not. You know, whatever. I see. Mr. Smokey says, hey, bud, found you on YouTube. Love your Path of Exile series. Will you ever go back to Path of Exile? I mean, I am unbelievably eagerly awaiting Path of Exile 2, and we're playing Last Epoch tomorrow. I don't know when the next League is, but kind of loosely coming up. I'll hit my button over here. Continuing to finish the tutorial of Solium Infernum, and then go into multiplayer in 19 short minutes. Last Epoch's tomorrow, and next week, kind of the usual, mostly walking. Also, Lee, you'll see that you show up in the schedule there. Just something cheerful, we're going to be checking out Balatro or whatever it is, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, since these are some of the new fun games that have been coming out. And then starting at the end of March, I will be doing a month of Blizzard games, including StarCraft, StarCraft 2, Heroes of the Storm, doing a week of Hearthstone, doing my first ever playthrough of World of Warcraft, and of course there's new Magic sets incoming. So with all of that, where will Path of Exile 1 slot into there? It just kind of depends on when the League drops are, because I do like to play that game quite a bit. All right, so this is what we're going to do. March Blood of Astaroth, we're going to perform this ritual. And I don't actually know, because is this targeting the square? Or is this targeting the dude? Okay. Let's see what happens. All right. All right, so those are the battles happening down there. Eventually, I want to go down and insult this turkey and start fighting. I'm going to get into so many fights. I actually, I think I am going to play Astaroth, because now I understand what combat means in this game. So here I go. Dude, look at our 14 melee. Getting ready to smash in there. So this should allow me to complete that objective. Run away. Okay, so they run away, so then it's going to be yellows, then purples, and then it's my turn to cast my Internal Affliction. And how much damage did I deal? I dealt 3, okay. So I really want to see what happens here. Dude! 58! 58! And so if now that your diplomatic foray has been settled, let us consider improvement to your rank. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. So, infernal rank, yep. So I go here. Get me out of here. I want to go here. Rank. Okay. Increase your infernal rank from Baron to Marquis. Or Marquis. Your rank will increase the number of tokens received from seek and demand tribute actions, unlock more powerful diplomatic actions, and increase your voting power for edicts. Okay. Fortunately, our time together must grow short, Lord Astaroth. Rumors abound that I have taken too keen interest in your domain. Prince of Lies must remain. Hypocrite and guide to all, not just to yourself. It's your time of hunting abyss striders for sport and experience. Turn your eye to larger prize, regardless of whatever you choose, military power, powerful artifacts, you will bump into the same barrier of money. Nonsense. More specifically, the tepid laws of the Conclave, which state that every transaction in Hell must be paid in 8 tokens or less. Infuriating piece of legislation that, nonetheless, we can cheat and work around. To open the tribute tray? What? Gold consolidated token contains more than one type of tribute. It can hold at most a value of 9 of each type. I do not care for this accounting personally, but I'm in favor of any means by empowering yourselves. Certainly not because I would typically steal such a valuable token from your vault when it's created. And consolidate tribute token. Okay. I'm just going to consolidate and then go to multiplayer.
Of Zoraya.
And with that, I'm confident you have enough knowledge to complete the Trial of Thrones.
Of Zoraya.
Of Zoraya. Okay. All right. I think I know barely enough. Vote on the edict. All right. I think I know enough. Let me actually just cancel the tribute consolidation. Because I don't see why I would need that. Okay. By raising a power to level 4. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to go quit to menu. So that will conclude just the single player portion of the stream. Just the single player portion of the stream. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm about to hop into multiplayer. If you're watching on Twitch, what I'm going to do is take a little brief interstitial to join the multiplayer game. And then once I've joined the multiplayer game and everything's started, I'm ready for the first turn, you know, use restroom, drink some water, take a Valium to calm down, make sure the ladder anxiety is as low as possible. And if any of you are interested in doing some thoughts and advice or want to be my personal Belial, now's the time.